Hi there. My name is Anna, and learning English has always been an exciting journey for me. But I'll admit, it wasn't always easy. I remember how nervous I used to feel when speaking to someone in English, especially when I needed help. Can you relate? Today, I want to take you on a fun and practical adventure called Lost in the City. You'll learn some simple and useful phrases to ask for directions in English, just like I did when I started. By the end of this story, you'll feel more confident using these phrases in real life. Here's a tip. Repeat the sentences after me. It's the best way to improve your pronunciation. Don't worry, we'll take it step by step. Ready? Let's dive into the story of how I got lost in a new city and managed to find my way. It was a bright and sunny morning in London, and I was excited to explore the city. My first stop was the famous Big Ben. With a map in hand and a basic understanding of English, I felt confident that I could navigate the bustling streets. The city was alive with energy. The sound of footsteps echoed on the pavement, and the aroma of freshly brewed coffee drifted from nearby cafes. Red double-decker buses rumbled past, and tourists snapped photos of the iconic landmarks. As I walked, I admired the beautiful architecture and enjoyed the lively atmosphere. But after about 15 minutes, I realized something wasn't right. The streets didn't match the directions I had memorized earlier, and the landmarks I expected to see were nowhere in sight. I stopped to check my map. Okay, let's see. I should be here, I murmured, pointing to a spot on the map. But the street signs around me didn't match the ones on the page. My heart sank as I realized I was completely lost. For a moment, I stood still, feeling overwhelmed. The bustling crowd moved around me, and I felt like I was the only one standing still in a sea of activity. What should I do? Then I remembered something my English teacher had told me. When in doubt, ask for help. It was time to put my English skills to the test. I looked around for someone who seemed approachable. A kind-looking woman was standing near a flower stall, checking her phone. Gathering my courage, I rehearsed the words in my head. "Excuse me. Can you help me?" I took a deep breath and started walking towards her. With my heart racing, I approached the woman and spoke my first sentence in English. As I walked up to the woman near the flower stall, I could feel my heart racing. I reminded myself of the words I had practiced in my head. "Excuse me. Can you help me?" It was now or never. I smiled nervously and said, "Excuse me. Can you help me?" She looked up from her phone, smiled back, and replied, "Of course. What do you need?" Her friendly tone eased my nerves. "I'm looking for the Big Ben," I said slowly, pointing to my map. "But I think I'm lost." "Oh, don't worry," she said, leaning closer to the map. "It's not far from here. Go straight for 2 blocks, then turn left. You'll see it right away." I repeated her directions aloud. "Go straight for 2 blocks, then turn left." "Exactly," she said with a nod. "You'll find it easily." "Thank you so much," I said, feeling a wave of relief. "You're welcome. Have a great day," she replied, before walking away. I stood there for a moment, replaying the interaction in my mind. I couldn't believe I had done it. I had spoken English to a stranger and successfully understood the directions. As I started walking, I repeated the key phrases to myself. "Excuse me. Can you help me? Go straight for 2 blocks. Turn left." These were simple words, but they felt empowering. As I followed her directions, I noticed more signs and landmarks. The bustling street led me past small souvenir shops and food vendors. I saw a sign that read, "Public Restrooms," and another that said, "Museum of London." Each new word felt like a small victory. Finally, after turning left at the second block, I saw the towering clock of Big Ben in the distance. A big smile spread across my face as I realized I had reached my destination. I took a moment to admire the iconic landmark. "Wow," I whispered to myself. "I did it." Not only had I found my way, but I had also gained confidence in using English. Let's take a moment to break down the key phrases and expressions from the story, so you can understand how to use them in real life. "Excuse me, can you help me?" This is a polite way to get someone's attention when you need assistance. It's simple, effective, and works in any situation. Key tips. Start with "excuse me" to sound polite. Follow it with "can you help me?" to clearly state your need. Practice saying it out loud. "Excuse me? Can you help me? Excuse me, can you help me?" You can also modify this phrase depending on the situation. "Excuse me, where is the nearest park?" "Excuse me, can you help me find the train station?" Directions. Go straight for 2 blocks, then turn left. When someone gives you directions, they often use verbs like go, turn, or follow. They may also mention distances, such as 2 blocks, or landmarks, like at the corner. Breakdown of the phrase "go straight" means to continue walking in the same direction. For 2 blocks refers to the distance you need to walk. Turn left means to change direction to your left. Imagine other possibilities. Go straight until you see a coffee shop, then turn right. Turn left at the traffic light, expressing gratitude. "Thank you so much." Always thank the person who helps you. It's polite and leaves a good impression. Variations include, "Thanks a lot," "I really appreciate it." Common mistakes to avoid. Mistake 1. Saying just "help me" without "excuse me." This can sound abrupt or even alarming. Always start with a polite phrase. Mistake 2. Forgetting to repeat directions. Repeating back what you heard helps confirm you understood correctly. Practice time. Here's your turn to try. Imagine you're in a mall, looking for the restroom. How would you ask for help? Say it out loud. "Excuse me. Can you help me? Where is the restroom?" Now that you've learned these phrases, let's practice them together. Now it's time for you to practice using the phrases and expressions we've just learned. Don't worry if you feel shy at first. Practice is how we build confidence. Scenario 1. Asking for directions. Imagine you're in a busy city and you're trying to find a coffee shop. Repeat after me. "Excuse me. Can you help me? Where is the nearest coffee shop?" Now, here's the response you might hear. Go straight for 1 block, then turn right. Try saying it back to confirm. Go straight for 1 block, then turn right. Got it. Thank you. Scenario 2. Giving directions. Let's switch roles. Pretend someone asks you for directions to the library. How would you respond? Repeat these lines. Go straight for 2 blocks. Turn left at the traffic light. The library is on the right. This exercise will help you practice both asking and giving directions. Mini challenge. Fill in the blanks. Here's a fun challenge for you. Fill in the blanks with the correct words. 1. Me. Can you help me? 2. Go for 3 blocks. 3. Turn D at the corner. Answers. Excuse. Straight. Left. Your turn. Take a moment to think about this question. What would you say if you were lost and looking for a bus station? Write your answer in the comments or say it out loud. Quick role play. Let's role play a short conversation. You. Excuse me. Can you help me? Stranger. Sure. What are you looking for? You. Where is the train station? Stranger. It's 2 blocks down. Then turn right. Now. Repeat the entire dialogue on your own. Imagine you're actually in the situation and practice speaking naturally. Great job practicing. Now, let's wrap up this lesson with a quick review and some motivation to keep learning. Congratulations! Today, you took a big step toward mastering English by learning how to ask for directions and navigate real-life situations. Let's quickly review what we practiced. Key phrases. Excuse me? Can you help me? And where is the... Directions. Vocabulary. Go straight. Turn left, be right. And 2 blocks. Politeness. Always say, thank you. Remember, every time you practice, you're building confidence and getting closer to fluency. Don't worry if you make mistakes. That's how we learn. Here's a motivational thought to keep you going. Learning a language is like exploring a new city. Each step you take opens up new possibilities. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more fun and interactive ways to learn English. Share this video with a friend who's also learning, and let's grow together. See you in the next adventure.